Hello everyone, this is how you make Tuna Mayo Onigiri. Alright, the first step is to let your rice soak in water for about 30 minutes. Then you're going to go ahead and start the process of washing your rice. The first few washes, the water is going to be really cloudy as you can see, but after a little while, it'll start to clear up. Now I'm actually on my 10th wash, so as you can see, the water is a lot clearer than before. Once you're done washing your rice, you're going to go ahead and place your fingertip on the top of the rice and start filling up the pot with water. When the water reaches the first ridge of your finger, that's how much water you need, so go ahead and stop it right there. Set your rice on high and wait for it to boil. Once the rice starts to boil, go ahead and give it a quick stir, set the temperature to low, and place a lid on it. You're now going to let this simmer on a low heat for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, go ahead and turn off the heat, but leave the rice to steam for 5 more minutes. While the rice steams, let's work on our filling. The filling is simple. All that it needs is tuna, QP mayo, and a little bit of soy sauce. I'll be using low sodium. So go ahead and add your tuna to the bowl, spilling about half of it on the countertop, then a big squirt of QP mayo and a few good glugs of low sodium soy sauce. Now these next items are totally optional, but I went ahead and added a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and MSG. This will enhance the flavor of the inside filling. Go ahead and mix everything to combined. After tasting it, I realized I wanted a stronger soy flavor, so I went ahead and grabbed some dark soy sauce out of the fridge. This is totally optional. I just added in a few dashes. This ends up deepening the flavor and the color of the filling. At this point, your rice should be done steaming, so you're going to want to go ahead, pull the lid off, and mix it around a bit just to release some of that steam, but not too much because you want to keep the rice pliable. So we're now going to start assembling the onigiri. First off, get your hands nice and wet so the rice doesn't stick to you as much, and then make a small circle with a divot in the middle. This divot is where you're going to go ahead and add your filling. Grab a little bit more rice, flatten it out to go ahead and cover up all of the filling that you just put in your rice ball. And make sure not to overfill it. If you put too much, this is going to be impossible. Now you just go ahead and squeeze it and shape the rice to be the exact size and look that you're looking for. Some people like these to be perfect circles. Others like these little triangles. I like a more rounded triangle, so that's just what I'm shaping it to here. Once you get your desired shape, you're going to go ahead and grab your nori. Now, as you can see here, I fold it into thirds before cutting just so I can get some nice creases. And now just go ahead and place your rice ball in the middle of this nori, letting the shiny sides stick out. And as you can see, there's too much excess seaweed. Some people like it this way as a full wrap. I just went ahead and shaved it off, and actually for the later ones, I went ahead and cut the nori in half. Half was a perfect length for me. You can also see that there's a little bit excess on the sides. I prefer it this way to have a full sheet across, but some people like there to be a little bit more rice sticking out. For that, just cut your nori into quarters. I also like to cover the outside of my nori in black sesame seeds. This adds a little bit of flavor and crunch, but it's also a nice decoration. But there you have it. That's how you make a nice tuna mayo onigiri. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Go ahead and wrap them in saran wrap, put them in the fridge. They should last about a day. The rice will start to get stale though anytime after that, so go ahead and consume as quickly as possible. And honestly, the more time that you spend making these, the better you'll get at actually shaping them correctly. I went ahead and made a few more later on here. That's what you saw in the beginning and in the thumbnail. But go ahead, like, subscribe, and drop some comments. Let me know what you think about this video. This is the first of a 16-course tasting menu that I am making. So this is actually the very first item on that menu, but there'll be more to come.